SubX.News on the spot reporting. There was shots fired out of a car. This is where the first shots were fired, I believe. They have some people in custody in back of me. See that here? So that's what you're watching here. We're at Keeler and we're at Ogden and St. Louis. There was shots fired all around here, up and down Ogden. Okay, SubX.News on the spot reporting here. They have somebody in custody down the street. There was 3 in a car. It was a black Hyundai. They shot out of the car. They have this taped off for evidence. There's multiple crime scenes here on Ogden. They were shooting out of a car. They were being followed by squads. The admin of the squads, 1064, I believe, that's the number of the admin, said don't follow. The helicopter started following them. They bailed out at 2233 Keeler over here and have one in custody with a gun recovered. That's where we're going right now, alright? So right here we're going to Keeler. Keeler is past Pulaski, right? So we gotta go past Pulaski. And they dumped the car. One guy tried to hide underneath some stairway. They dumped the gun. 2 guys crossed Pulaski. They're trying to chase him with the helicopter now. It was a couple of minutes ago. So that's where we're at right now. It's right down the street here, yeah. There's all kinds of shooting back and forth on here, on this road here, on Ogden. They switched up. They went on the highway a little bit. They were jacking around here. Because, you know, if they drive like they were, the first calls, they said you can't. Administrators and CPD say you can't apprehend while they're driving. There's a rule against it, right? And that's since, I believe Lightfoot set that rule up. It was under Lightfoot's term, right? So we're going over to Ogden and Keeler over here where they dumped the car and they have one in custody. I think they already transported them to District 4, maybe, they said.
I get the event number on the happen.
Yeah, it was
12456. Can you...
Did the vehicle come back stolen?
Yeah, that's the number. It was stolen.
Cool, thank you.
Can you send that back to me? Or was it 012456? Write that down for me, Holly. Send that back to me, what she said. I need that event number to track it, right? Because right now the radio is on my phone that's videotaping. Thanks. I think it's 01246. There's always 5 numbers for an event, and I can track it. That came in at 9:36. I can always go back to the recordings, right? So they're up here. You see that, right? So again, this is shots fired out of a stolen car. So they said, oh, it'll just be an auto theft. So it's a stolen car, shots fired out of a moving car, eluding. They don't. There you go. We just passed Pulaski. It's all right here. You'll see. SubX.News on the spot reporting. So this is shots fired out of a car here, right? It's right over here. I've been out here, man. This is where we're at. SubX.News on the spot reporting right here, right? There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Howie. Let's go over. See what's going on, right, guys? Maybe we'll find a car back there, right? Again, this should be a black Honda. Shots fired, it's stolen, right? There we go. Turn off my lights, right? SubX.News on the spot reporting.
North Avenue at the Home Depot, there's a male white 5'7" juvenile, curly brown hair, wearing a red set, flannel, black jeans. Appears to be trying to jump off the bridge. He climbed over the ledge, and there's other juveniles holding him. Marine Unit Headquarters.
They got one in custody here, right?
Marine Headquarters.
Hey, did you copy that? We got a Marine
SubX
call.
News on the spot reporting this is a stolen vehicle. They were shooting out of the vehicle over here on Ogden. They were running all around over there, shooting at people. All right, they got one in custody. We're going to see if we can see this car over here, right? It's supposed to be a car in the alley over here, right? There we go. SubX News. All right, what's up? What's up? SubX News, what's up? I think I know that guy right there, man. There you go. So they're cutting out. They said they dumped the car somewhere over here, so they might have already took it. There you go, man. Where are we at? Are we on Keeler? Oh, we're on Kedville. Keeler's over there, so we might have to go find the car there. This ain't Keeler. They were shooting out of the car, right? So this ain't Keeler. This is Kedville. Keeler is one block down. We'll try to find this car. Looks like they must have been chasing that guy right there. They're chasing somebody else. They said there's two guys on foot somewhere over here that were with them.
Do we have a 14th district car responding to speak to this third-party complaint, please?
Yeah, 10-4.
So they got their lights on. They said there's two guys that we might have seen the two guys walking. Remember those two guys that were walking? One guy, there was a mix. There were Hispanics. I think the driver was Hispanic. And they had two black guys with them. And we seen two black guys walking over there. You remember that, right? There you go. Remember that? We might have seen the guys that are with them. We're gonna go up here. Go over here. We'll see what we can see over here. The car's over here. So this is a stolen car. They were shooting out of the car. The police actually see them shooting. The thing was at that liquor store over there. Right. And they're still looking for two more guys. There's a squad here, there. See that there? There's more squad there. So this all ran all up and down Ogden Avenue. There's a lady walking there, right? What's she walking in this neighborhood? She ain't got no business here. You see, there's all kinds of people running around here, right? So now this is where the car should be, right? You can go see this. There it is. There's the car. Take some screenshots from me, because there we go, man. Look at that. There we go, man. You're going to see some police work now, right?
I got two numbers, upper and lower for
There we go.
I can only give about one. It's 13061.
So that's the car there. They were shooting out of that one there. See that there? SubX News. We're at Keeler in Ogden. So they were shooting out of that car right there, right? They got one guy, and there's two other guys. We've probably seen the guys walking down there, right? SubX News. There you go, man. Right there. Right. That's a stolen car, by the way. Right? They got one in custody, and they got a gun. He was running around up here somewhere, 2233 Keeler. He jumped in the back there, right? There you go. SubX News on the spot reporting. There you go. Only guys out here, right? Stolen car here. 3 dudes in it. And don't get fooled by race, Hispanic, white, or black. Oh, there you go. He smashed into that car there. See that there? They cracked that car up right there, right? That's what they did.
4363 Charlie.
We got a bunch of these guys out here, right?
Sparky, please put me down on the street stop, Warren and Western.
SubX News.
Warren and Western, 10-4.
So they were shooting out of that
Yeah, I'm
car.
good, thank you.
The cops heard him shooting or seen him shooting up here on Ogden about 30-40 minutes ago. Then they started running around in circles all around on highways and all of that stuff, right? Then they finally came here. They dumped the car here or whatever. One guy ran back that way somewhere, dumped the gun, hid in a house. 2 other guys ran towards Pulaski, right? There we go. Right. SubX News, right? And there's one in custody with a weapon recovered. The helicopter helped find the weapon, I believe, with a heat signal. Take some screenshots from me. It's a loud car there. SubX.News, honest power reporting. Crimes everywhere. This is 3 guys, 2 guys got away on foot. I think we've seen the guys walking there in Ogden. Trust me, there ain't nobody walking around on Ogden Avenue. Right, there we go, right? I'm gonna take a few more pictures and we're gonna get out of here. We'll go up towards Pulaski. They might have found those guys, right? Right. There we go, right?
Marine Unit Headquarters, the zone's giving a complete disregard to the Marine.
SubX.News. We're reporting in. We're out here doing whatever we need to do. Ogden and Keeler, right? See that? Bad guys, right? What I do is I try to get the screenshot so later I'll get the screen grabs, right? That's why I move around like this. 'Cause I ain't got a fancy camera, right? That's just me. That's what that Sarge said yesterday. Oh, you're with your phones. Yeah, right. There we go, man. See that there? Oh, they got glass right there. See that there? Stolen car shooting out of the car, right? They got a backpack there recovered. See that there? There you go, man. There you go, man. That was a nice car there. They ripped off, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna go up Pulaski and see what's going on over there. They're still chasing one guy, right? Or 2 guys. And see the blue lights over there, right? Alright, there you go. Crime scene, right? There. They got one guy in custody somewhere over there, most likely. Put that damn light on, man. So you see they're searching back there. The guy ran, dropped the car there, ran in there, and then they said 2 guys walked that way to Pulaski. Again, we probably seen those 2 guys walking were probably the dudes. We gotta get the descriptions, and then I'll check my old video, right? I passed guys that been doing crimes, right? There we go, right? Alright, let's get out of here.
Marine Unit Headquarters.
Marine Unit Headquarters.
There you go. They probably got one guy in there, right?
Am I good to put it out?
They got a lot of cops out here, don't they? SubX.News. Yeah. Independent news. We ain't hooked up with Brandon Johnson. We don't take no fucking violence interrupter money. We ain't hooked up with the cops either. We're independent. We're an independent news agency. We're not beholden to no people. There you go. We bring you what we see. You don't like it? Too bad. Where is this at? I don't know. Where is it at? You guess, my brother. We're in Arizona, bro. That's where we're at. We're in Arizona. We're in Arizona, my brother. How about that? We're in Arizona. That's where we're at. You know, I used to be a teacher. You know what's the worst thing I hated? Can I tell you that, Elijah? And if you take this wrong, I really don't care. You know what's the worst thing I hated, Elijah? When a student came in late, and the first thing he said, "What are we doing?" You remind me of that kind of stuff. I don't know. Where we're at, we're somewhere, right? If you think I'm rude to you, well, then I am. I don't like that kind of stuff, because every day I get that from people, right? Where is this at? What is this? You're no good. I told you, I don't care about followers. I don't want followers, brother. I don't like followers. Go to another page. There's plenty of other pages where you can get your news from. Got that? Go to another page. You don't need to be on my page, my brother. Go find another place. Got that? I don't know, my brother. North Lawndale. I'm at Keeler and Ogden. Keeler and Ogden. Keeler and Ogden, my brother. Is that all right? Let's see. Keeler and Ogden. That's where I'm at. Each person's gonna say that. Where are we at? I know that. That's how life goes. Let's wipe off the other side, right? Everybody got the address, right? Keeler and Ogden. North Lawndale, that's where we're at. North Lawndale. There you go. Thanks, Holly. Appreciate you, sister. Keeler and Ogden, right? North Lawndale. They're looking for some guys behind. This is a shooting out of a car. That car right there, right? There's a black Hyundai stolen car. 3 guys. It sounded like it was a Hispanic driver with 2 black guys. They were shooting out of the car at somebody in back of us at that liquor store, I believe. They were shooting up and down Ogden. Cops heard it or saw it. They called it in, and then they asked for the helicopter to find these guys, right? Guy drove over here. They were driving all around the city for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes with the helicopter chasing them, even on the highways. Guy ended up here. They crashed. As you seen, the car was crashed over there, right? And then you know what, brother? Get fucking out of here, motherfucker. Bye. Next person with a funny fucking question. Who's next? Who's next? Who's fucking next? Who else got a nice fucking comment for me? Again, what are you fucking paying for this shit? You ain't paying shit.
Available cannon unit
Yeah.
for the 15th district for money.
Keep your mouth shut. I told you that. If you don't like this shit, get the fuck off my page, man. I don't give a fuck, man. I ain't looking for followers, man. I don't need followers, and I don't beg for money like other people do. Here, I'll tell you this. How come a dude that begs for money and he's on crime scenes right when it happens. He's also a violence interrupter. How the hell does a violence interrupter be a guy that does videotaping of crime scenes? You tell me that. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Hey, bitch. See you later, bitch. There you go. Next? Who's next? Who's fucking next? There you go, right. Keep up with your smart remarks, man. I ain't that guy, man. I don't suck on the mayor's ass, bro. Or his feet or his toes, man. I don't beg for money either. I don't need nothing, man. You got that? There you go. That's the crime scene there. That's a stolen car. They were shooting out of it. We're gonna go see if they found the other guys. Here's the story. They were shooting at people out of the car. The cops heard the shooting. It was up by Ogden and California. That's where they were shooting at. That's I don't know which hood is that there. You know it's hot over there, right? You know, by the hospital over there. So there's that car, that's that car right there, that black car there. There, that car there. They were shooting at people. Got that? The cops heard it. The cops asked for the helicopter to help them because the admins of CPD says you can't chase them. Got that? So then they were following them with the helicopter, and then they ended up here. They were on the highways, all kinds of things. They ended up here. They crashed the car over there. The guy stopped. He jumped out. One guy went in the back of the alley there. 2233 Keeler. He dumped the gun behind the staircase and he ran into the house. Two other guys walked towards Pulaski, or ran towards Pulaski from here. They got one in custody. I don't know if they got the other two. That's where I'm going to go check right now. That's the stolen car right there, right? That's it right there. Oh, there you go. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know there's a police station on Ogden. There you go. We're going to go check it out because they might be... I mean, I showed you the stolen car. Everybody's seen the stolen car, right? I already did, man. See you later, man. You're late to the program, bro. See you later. You're late to the program. You're late to the program. You can go backwards in time, man. We were already by that car. We're gonna go see if they arrested these guys over here, right? You're late to the program, man. This ain't a pay-per-view, man. We don't do that. We're gonna go see, because there was two guys they were looking for over here. I think we were at a bar up there where they were taped off. Way over there by Sacramento. That's where they heard the shooting. So they were running up and down, up back and forth here. And that's where they ended up. So they're still looking for two guys on foot, maybe somewhere over here. I don't know where they're at. Yeah, don't worry about it, Nick. Nick, you don't need to say that, brother. We're cool, man. We're cool, my brother. I can handle myself. I'm a big boy, man. Thank you for helping me, though, my brother. So, these guys, sounds like they were shooting at those guys on Sacramento. You know where I'm talking about. That's where little Homicide was shooting. Everybody knows a little Homicide, right? Little Homicide, Adam Toledo. You know Adam Toledo. But he was on the ground shooting at cars. This was a car shooting it towards the ground, towards people. Yep. Right over here, I'll show you this. We'll see. We're going to see if they're around here. They might have caught somebody. I might have to go backwards in time, man. Let's see what we got here.
Frequency mode.
Let's see what the police radio is saying, right? Let's see. Let's see if we see any police activity. I know I seen two guys walking over there. We'll maybe go to the original crime scene on Sacramento and see if they got anything going on there, right? There's a lot of migrants out here, man. A lot of migrants. Most of these guys are already settled in. Most of the migrants that I think are left in Chicago, they're working and they got their visas or something like that. My phone is all jacked up here, man. My older holder is jacked up. There's a cop car behind me right now with its lights on. We're gonna go to the crime scene. And there's a cop car with its blue lights behind me right now. 2 cars behind me. They were taking them back to the police station, I think, right over here. Oh, there's a bunch of cops behind me. Police station's right here. Hey, is the police station here or in back of us? Yeah, it's up here, isn't it? Radio is quiet. It's funny how a certain group of people like to insult me, and I don't know and I don't care. I got a little thick skin. But when another dude talks about stuff, you don't insult that guy, right? It's weird. It must be some kind of a reciprocal relationship, right? Where that guy don't call you guys criminals, right? You guys, whoever's watching me, that's a criminal. You know who you are. And I never knew that, because when I grew up, the guys who were gang banging and who were criminals, they could care less if you called them a criminal. They actually liked it. So I don't know why now criminals and gangs and rappers and whatever the hell you want to call them, right? Those are the guys that were in back of me, right? Why you all worried about what people call you? There's the car right there, right? That's the car right there. That's the car right there, man. That's the car. They just brought it back to the station. See that there? That black Honda right there. That's the stolen car. That's the car they were shooting out of. Got that? They might have a perp walk here, and let's take a look. I doubt it, though. I think they already brought the guy into the station. But we can go over here and we can wait. No, they're going to take the prisoner in. That's the stolen car right there. See that there? There you go. There you go, man.
Alright, for upper it's going to be 13310. Lower is 13311.
So that's the stolen car, and they already brought the guy into custody. 1. Again, I said 2 are missing, right? They're looking for 2 other ones. We're going to go over here and see if there's a crime scene. Oh, there's another cop just going down Kedzie over there, I think. That is the police station, right? So they've just brought that car in over here, right?
Father, you bus leaving number, station and platform 79 at the red line.
Alright, for upper it's going to be 13310. Lower is 13311.
So if the address of their first shooting was California, they were shooting at the gangs over here, because there's a gang in the middle over here. That was years ago when I first started doing this. There was a shooting over here. I don't know what happened. That was around Cinco de Mayo.
Adam and boy. Adam.
And number please for 63rd in the red line, upper and lower.
Alright, upper is 13331 and lower is 13332.
So years ago when I started doing the crime chasing, there's a shooting over here. I think they killed somebody over by 26 in California in those projects over there.
Adam and boy.
And I believe it was around Cinco de Mayo. I think it was related to Cinco de Mayo. I don't know, but I think it was cold, so it couldn't have been Cinco de Mayo. I don't know what happened. A bunch of guys shot each other. In like 1 week, 3 or 4 people were shot back and forth. There was killing of each other, right? I don't know if it was the SDs or the Maniac Disciples, or if it was the Kings, or it was 2-6. I don't know which one it was. Because I don't know who's here. It's all mixed here. There's SDs, MDs, 2-6, and Kings back here, right? There's all four are mixed into this area here, I believe. I don't know. I might be wrong. And I know there was 2 or 3 people shot back and forth, boyfriend, girlfriend. This guy got shot. This guy got shot. And then I heard, there you go. There's the police over there. They're probably guarding the scene. That's where we're going to right now. And I got this on video. I have to dig it up. It's already 3 to 4 years old. And it was on the radio that they were banging and they put the garbage cans and blocked the whole neighborhood off. And they were shooting and all this stuff. And yelling gang signs. So I came over here. And there was a bunch of cops there, and I pull up, they put their shining lights on me, and they said, what are you doing here? I said, I'm media, man, I'm blah, 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 right? And they said, yeah, we wouldn't go back over there, man. I said, why? Because I think they were grieving. They were grieving a guy dead, or a woman dead. I think it might have been a female dead or a male dead. I don't remember which one it was. I gotta look up the videos, right? And I said, what do you mean? They said, well, that's pretty dangerous over there. I think it was right here on Sacramento, right over here. And I said, well, ain't you gonna do something about that? And the cop said, yeah, we are. And this is what the cops told me. And this is, I'm not putting these cops down. They were honest with me, right? I don't like it when cops are dishonest. They were very honest with me. He goes, we are doing something. We're not getting involved. Right? So there you go. There's a cop with an ambulance. That means there's either a victim. We just got something. I think this is, what is this? Mount Sinai over here? So there's an ambulance with a victim in it. You see that there? This is Sacramento, right? Isn't it? Is this Sacramento or is this Kedzie? Who knows what street this is? I think this is Sacramento. Kedzie's in back of me, isn't it? Yeah. And this is what? Douglas Park, isn't it? There you go. There's an ambulance there, right? So if SubX.News was around, he would tell you, oh man, there's 2 ambulances just pulled up. See that there? 2 ambulances pulled up with 2 victims from some other place. So we might have a double shooting somewhere. See that? Look. So we have ambulance 15 that just showed up. That was on the west side yesterday that pulled in Buck, right? That's his nickname, Buck. He was shot over at Ferdinand and Laverne. That was ambulance 15. So that can be coming from over there. And then it was just a shooting over here, right? Again, I'm not affiliated with the cops, and I ain't affiliated with gangs. All I know is what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've read, right? And what I follow, right? There you go, man. SubX.News, on the spot reporting here, right? So you got 2 ambulances that just pulled up over here, right? Is this Mount Sinai or what is this? I don't know what hospital. Is this St. Anthony's? Is St. Anthony's or Mount Sinai? I have no idea. Right? This is Mount Sinai, right? St. Anthony's is down the road, right?